Hey crafters, today I'm going to work a little bit more on the angel. I wanted to start zoomed out so you can see the wings that I finished. They look really nice, and the white is actually the AB diamonds. So let me try and shake it a little so you can see the sparkle. It's really pretty. Today I want to work on the red part of the angel's clothing just while I chat, so let's craft together. Okay, the angel, when I zoom in so you can see, is way too big. I can't fit the whole thing on the screen, so I thought I'm just gonna start on this side, work my way over. So I zoomed in all the way over here. I think I'm gonna start with this X, which ends up being DMC 3706. And I'll show you what it looks like on the tray. The camera is upside down while I work, so I'm doing my best to line everything up when I show you. So here it is on the tray. It looks very pretty, a nice pink, almost like a gumball pink, a little bit darker. And it's coming across pretty well on the camera. So I'm gonna set my tray on the wing and just go for it and chat. So after the last video, I got the wing done, and one thing I wanted to kind of talk about is today, Christmas stress. How are you doing with the holidays? And I'll fill you in on how I'm doing. But a completely random comment that I got maybe a week ago, maybe a little bit more, I got a comment talking about my nails, which I never really thought about before, how my hands looked in the video, so super zoomed in. I'm so sorry. They're probably looking, and I have a drill right here stuck, they probably look really dry. It is very cold here in Germany now. The air is dry, and then you add on the fact that with coronavirus, everything going on, and that I work in a school, so it's incredibly important to keep myself healthy and model good behavior, good hygiene, hand washing, hand sanitizer. I probably wash my hands and sanitize my hands over 20 times a day. That's not an exaggeration. I think it's pretty accurate. So my hands were so dried out, and I was like, oh, I'm gonna do a drill with me. Oh no, my hands might not look as nice. So the random comments that you get when you do these videos, and I just kind of laughed it off. So sorry guys, I'm so sorry. I have to look at my zoomed in hand. But this is such a pretty canvas, and I wanted it to be zoomed in so as we craft together, you can see what I'm doing. How are you guys doing? How's Christmas going? Are you stressed? What's going on? I feel like today is the first day that my Christmas stress has been just kind of decreased, taken off my shoulders. I feel a lot better. I think this morning I got the last item ordered. And in Germany right now, we're going through what we call little lockdown light. You know, restaurants are closed, some businesses are open, but unfortunately when things like Christmas markets and the craft fairs are closed, it's a lot of small businesses that have taken the hit, and we've been going out and trying to do as much as we can when it comes to gift shopping at places like that. But today, the last item I've been looking for popped up on Amazon. I'll even talk to you about this. This item has been driving me crazy. My kids are downstairs playing. I have the door shut, so I'm pretty sure they won't hear. But this gift, and just in case, I won't even say what it is because I'm that paranoid. This gift has been something they've wanted, the two older girls, the twins, for a while now. And when I saw it, I was like, really? You want that? It doesn't really seem that great. It's pretty expensive. You really want this? And they were just like, oh gosh, we want it so bad. We want it so bad. And they've consistently wanted it. And I'll give you a little bit of a hint. It's a dollhouse. It's like a name brand dollhouse. And the house from last year was cheaper. because it was the last year house and I think it was cooler, it looked better, it just, I think it was the better deal. And they're like, no, that's not the one we want though. They really, really wanted this one. Now I understand kids should not get every single thing that they want for Christmas. They shouldn't be spoiled, but they were pretty consistent when I'm asking what they wanted when they were doing their little letters to Santa. This house, they wanted that. I was even talking to them about, if you get a bigger gift, that's pretty much all you're gonna get, because if it's expensive, you know, if everyone's buying you gifts, maybe everyone can chip in or something like that, but they've been pretty consistent. And to make things even more difficult, I can't find it anywhere. How far am I? Can you see these X's? Okay, I'll do these X's too. I couldn't find it anywhere. It has been sold out since it came out, and I think it either came out in late October or November, and I haven't been able to find it. So it's been a little stressful, because when they did their little letters to Santa, when they talked about like things they wanted, it was this house. It's like, okay, well, let's try and see. Sold out everywhere. Of course, last year's model, which is affordable, I think looks cooler. I could get that one online. They had that one at the toy store. Totally easy to get. And they're just like, oh, no. So I debated back and forth. Do I get the other one that I know that they're not that interested in, that it's more affordable? Like, it maybe if you've had this same conversation with yourself. A week ago, the house pops up on German Amazon for cheaper than I've seen anywhere else. And it's like, why is it cheaper than what I've seen anywhere else? This is odd. But there's only 6 left, and put it in my basket and I bought it. Wow, did I go through all those X's? I don't want to go too far over, because then the whole screen would just be my hand. So I'll put the X's away and go on to the next one. So I'll chat while I do that. So after I saw that, put it in the basket, bought it, I started checking once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day on my order. It did not have a delivery date. It always kept saying delivery pending. The seller will contact you when the item is in stock and will let you know the delivery date. Okay, I'm gonna go on to the diamond, which is 3705, and it's gonna be really cool because it's just 1 DMC off. It'll have a nice transition between the colors. So I haven't heard anything. Haven't heard anything from this seller. My card was charged by Amazon in a pending state. And Amazon even pulled that off. That's how it looks on the camera in the tray. Looks pretty good. So that's weird too, right? The fact that it didn't go past the pending state. It's been a week. I haven't heard anything, and Amazon hasn't charged me. This morning, I woke up and I'm obsessively checking Amazon Germany, checking my order. Still hasn't shipped. But then, more show up on Amazon. And this time, it's not from like a third-party seller. It's actually from Amazon. And I bought it. I was able to buy it. The one that I previously ordered, I loaded the order and I went through the process to cancel it. And I'm translating all of this from English to German. And it's like, you can put in a request to cancel your order, but depending on what process, what state it is in all of this, we might not be able to actually cancel it. A request to cancellation, that's what it's called here, request to cancellation. And within minutes, I got an official email from Amazon DE saying, your order has been canceled. You won't be charged. And I'm like, okay, well that obviously means this thing was probably either never going to get shipped. Maybe might have been scammed, or what could have been it, they knew this was a hot selling toy. They put it up and they just didn't get the stock in to ship them all. I think that could be it. But I feel like so much weight has been lifted off my shoulders because I can actually say I'm pretty much done with Christmas shopping, thankfully. And between everything else, between like the 3 kids, work, balancing my schedule, my husband's schedule, the holidays, the kids are out of school for 3 weeks, so trying to figure out what we're gonna do for coverage and stuff, all the other stress is so much more manageable when Christmas is done. I thought of one small thing today that maybe I might still pick up, but that's the kind of thing where I could go out even closer to Christmas. It's not like a super toy that's gonna sell out or anything like that. So it just feels really good to be done. And I'm wondering what you guys are up to. Are you still shopping? Are you somebody that hasn't started yet? That could be possible. I was watching something on TV, and it might have been, it was like a morning talk show. I don't remember what channel it was on because I really wasn't fully giving it my attention. They were talking about at this point in December, like how many people are done, the percentage of how many people haven't started yet. And I think it was more people had not started their holiday shopping yet than the people that had finished. So I was like, oh, wow, okay. Thought I was getting a little behind, starting to feel some pressure. Because I think it was maybe 2 days ago, or maybe yesterday, that I got one more thing on Amazon.com, and it was projected to arrive on the 23rd of December. So at that point I realized, the consulate's probably either closed on the 24th or there are going to be a lot of limited, people possibly working. People might have taken the time off. I don't want to risk it. So Amazon.com it's out. We're done shipping that way. It's not going to get here in time. So everything either needed to be purchased locally or Amazon DE kind of deal. Well, it's looking really nice. Again, the camera is upside down and facing away, so I hope it's coming across well. But yeah, so it feels so good. We've actually decided on one of the cutest little gifts for the baby. And as I'll always say, he is not a baby anymore, but he'll always be my baby, so I call him a baby. So he's in the process of transitioning to a big kid bed, and we actually found one on Wayfair DE, because pretty much if they have it in the States, you just change it to .de and these larger companies they have here in Germany. So it makes it really easy when you're trying to shop in home goods and stuff like that. So we're gonna get him a big kid bed on Wayfair. And it's nice, they have like the different options of, there was like a race car and a fire truck. So he's gonna get like his big boy bed, and that was actually, it's a joint gift. We have us and grandparents all going in on that one. But yeah, dun dun dun. Have you ever been in this situation where you're trying to find that toy for Christmas that is incredibly popular, and it's like, man, I really want to try and get it. I sent an email to my family where I was like, this is something they really want, so if anybody wants to chip in, we can chip in on this dollhouse as their big gift. And I'm like, I really hope I can find one and it's not a situation where I'm gonna be on the news at a toy store, like holding the last one and somebody else is there like wrestling over the last box. Because we've all seen those, right? Every year after Black Friday or the day of Black Friday, they post the video where you see all the people storming into the stores And then they're going after like TVs and really cool stuff like that. I think the one time that I did a super serious Black Friday sale, I was with, who was I with? I was with somebody, or maybe a friend of mine. And I was going after the stuff that like normal people normal people were not going after. Everyone was going after great clothing deals. And okay, yeah, so I started at, where did I start at? I started at like a Target, and I don't even remember what my friend was like running in and getting. And I'm like, I'm gonna get a crock pot. I'm gonna get like a $20 crock pot. So who, you know, and it wasn't like right at midnight kind of deal. I think it was like when they started opening up on Thanksgiving kind of deal. So years ago. And people are going towards electronics, and I'm going towards home goods for a crock pot. And then after that, we went to, yeah, so this was like Thanksgiving night. So after that, we went to Kohl's. Maybe I was with my sister? I was with somebody. And everyone's shopping, and I'm like, oh, I need socks. I just bought socks on Black Friday. And then we ended the night, and I think at that point it was just myself, because it was close to midnight, and I was at Michael's. Like, gotta get my crafts. Okay, I think that's all of the diamond. These look close to the diamond, but those are actually, oh gosh, I'm gonna have to really zoom in. They're actually like a circle with lines that's sticking out of them. So that one, that might be a close DMC. I don't want to go too far over, because then you're just going to be looking at my hand the whole time. So I'm only able to craft for a few minutes right now. I'll work on finishing this, and in the next draw with me, you'll be able to see the wings with the shirt. But yeah, I just wanted to update you on how things were going with the holidays and shopping. The one thing that kind of bums me out, and what gets me through, is saying we're all in the same boat. Everyone in the world is going through this. But oh, let me show you this one first. Next one I'm gonna do that circle star thing, $8.91, and I'll show you it on the tray, but I won't stop talking. So when you see it on the tray, just know. When we found out we were going to be here after our first Christmas, with the idea of having family join us here for our second Christmas. Like our first Christmas, we would get settled, check the place out, and then invite our family over for the second Christmas was always something that we really wanted to do, and we talked about having the family under one roof and how exciting it would be, and the things we wanted to show them at Christmas time and the Christmas markets and being out and about and taking the kids to a Christmas fair or something. And of course, with COVID, you know, that's not happening. And it's not going to happen anytime soon that we're going to have visitors. So it's, you know, we're all going through it. And I'm trying to stay cheerful when you think for months and months and months, man, this is something I really want to do with my family, and then it's just not an option. So in a way, busying myself with tracking down these random toys and this beautiful diamond painting and all the kids' schedules and things like that does help me not think about what is missing this Christmas. And I feel like we're doing a really good job at focusing on what we have, in the sense that we have our health and our family, our immediate family, the kids, we're all going to be together, we're all healthy and things like that. We're very lucky in that sense. And again, if we feel a little bit sad that our family can't be with us, we just think about there's always next Christmas, and everybody in the world is going through this. So speaking of stuff to do here, so Frankfurt has canceled their Christmas market. And the Christmas market, I don't have a picture of it on this phone since my phone crashed, but if you Googled Frankfurt Christmas Market, you'd see it's absolutely beautiful. Lots of lights, incredibly crowded. We're talking like tens of thousands of people every night. They canceled theirs. But this weekend, and I need to look up, I don't remember the name of the city. This weekend, there is a city that's doing a drive-through Christmas market. And I don't know how they're gonna do it. I think I have no idea. What I think could be their objective is maybe they're gonna have lights and different display pieces all set up, and you just kind of drive through, and maybe at the end, like a drive-through to get some traditional Christmas market food, some like currywurst or some glühwein. But if you're driving, you know, like a bottle of glühwein, not let's get a cup of glühwein and drink it in the car right now. I wonder how they're gonna do it, and I'm so interested to go because I think it would be a nice little bit of holiday cheer. We'll see if I go. Because no matter what, the kids would they're volunteering to do anything that gets them out of the house. There's nothing going on. We're not doing day trips, so even going and getting in the car is rare for us. So they might really be into it. And even if it doesn't turn out to be something really big or elaborate, it's just gonna be great to get out of the car, get out of the house, and do something. So I'll keep you updated if I decide to do that. I don't know. If it ends up like being rainy, then I won't. Oh, ambulance. I don't know if you can hear that. I have the window open. Oh, more. Oh. I live pretty close to a hospital, and sometimes when the ambulances drive through this neighborhood, since there's once you get past the intersection, there's like no stoplights or anything like that. It's just actual, you're in the neighborhood. They will cut the sirens off, but that one, those few, they had their sirens on. So we don't always hear when the ambulance goes by. And with the window open right now, I definitely heard it. Wrapping up this last little bit. So the rest of the color that's here is 2 different DMCs, and I probably won't get to those for this video. What I'm actually gonna do is the kids are downstairs playing while their dad is with them, kinda. What are they playing? They were putting wooden train tracks together all through the living room and putting them under the table and around the leg of the couch, and very elaborate. So if they're still up to that, cool. When I came up here to start working, I could hear them. They were having such a good time. But now it's pretty quiet down there, so maybe they're reading or doing something. We are downloading a game for them. So we're not using the internet, so I know they're not watching TV. Okay. Well, that looks pretty good. What time am I at? 23 minutes. Well, I'll probably cut it short. I am going to keep working on this later tonight, and it's like, I don't know, do I want to tack that drill with me onto this one? Do I want to do separate ones? Do I just want to complete it and show you everything? Who knows? Who knows what I'll think of? But I am going to get going and start dinner, which honestly, it's not going to be anything super great. It's going to be, I think I'm doing just grilled hot dogs and a salad. What did I do last night? I can't remember. What did I do last night for dinner? Oh my gosh, I can't remember. Oh, yeah. So, we did tacos last night, and I made guac, and the kids love guacamole, so I made a huge container of guacamole. The night before, we did pumpkin soup and garlic bread. Yeah. So today, it's like I want to keep it easy. I'm getting a bagged salad meal and hot dogs. And then when I talked about Christmas traditions, whenever the kids have like a really good evening or a good day at school, they're all kind of playing nice with each other and they're not being siblings that are fighting all the time. We watch a movie, and tonight we have decided on Christmas Vacation, so I'm pretty happy about that. Yeah, so I'm gonna get going, gonna get dinner, we're gonna watch our movie, and then after bedtime I'm gonna keep working. But thanks for being here, and I'll talk to you soon. Bye, crafters.